What up, what up, what up? Whew! God darn, it has been one hell of a Monday. Dear God, it's been one hell of a damn week. Yeah, we're going to do that a little bit differently there. I see what we got to do. Wait for everybody to come through, then we are going to get started. All right, y'all. I am Christopher Markland. Welcome to another Markland Mondays. As always, we have a Markland Mondays conversation. We talk about... excuse me. Anyway, tonight's conversation, y'all, we're going to be talking about cheating. And with every Markland Mondays conversation, every time we do this on Mondays, until we transition over to YouTube, which is coming down the line, y'all, you can join me live on Instagram at author Christopher Markland, or definitely right here on Facebook at author Christopher Markland as well. Y'all, share the stream. Let people know what we do. Ask people to join the conversation because, hey, we do this each and every Monday. Like I said, tonight we are going to be talking about cheating. What up, Michelle? I see you, editor. I see you. What's happening? Thank y'all for joining me. As always, if you want to join the conversation, if you want to actually converse with me live on, live on Instagram, just go to at author Christopher Markland and you can join me there. Or we are trying something new tonight. Okay, we are trying something new tonight, which is it's new. We may have some problems, but what y'all can do is actually maybe join the conversation directly through Facebook. Like I said, we're doing something new. The link is in the banner for the conversation. What you would have to do is just copy the link. Not copy the link, excuse me. What you're going to do is just join the link right. There's a link in the comment section. All you would do is go into that particular section, click the link, and then from there, just join the conversation. I'm hoping it works. It's something new. As you see, I am working on it and on the fly. So, hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're going to make it do what it do. All right. I don't know what I done did. I done push buttons, Lord knows. Anyway, shout out to my man Larry of LMN Art and Design. That is my board op. Tonight's drink. I don't know if I'm really feeling this particular one. Anyway, it's called Captain's Cream Soda. All right, so this is a mixture of Captain Morgan's and Sprite. This is tonight's drink. The Markland mix, as it were. Not sure if I'm really feeling this one. As usual, if you got any drink combinations that you want me to try, shout them out to me. Now, if you want to join the conversation like I was saying before, you can either log in on Instagram at author Christopher Markland. Just send a request to join the live. Go to Facebook. Like I said, there's a link there as well. You can also join it there as well. Just send me a request and we'll put you in the queue and you can add your comment. Now, if you want to have a comment, especially with tonight's topic being about cheating and you don't want to get yourself in trouble, by all means, all you got to do is just send me a DM, shoot me a message or whatever, and I will, mention your comment in the show without mentioning your name. That way you have full confidentiality, all of those things. So let's get into it, y'all. Before we do, a couple things. The poll questions for tonight. We do have a couple poll questions there. We're going to be having some poll questions throughout the night, and the reason for that is I want to know what y'all think. If I can get this damn thing to work. Like I said, we're trying a couple new things tonight, so bear with us as we do this. Like I said, we are doing this thing on the go. Boy, I swear you learn it, don't you? God damn it, you learn this thing on the go. You gotta love it. Oh, snap. All right, well, disregard the poll questions. We're gonna keep moving. Anyway, let's get into tonight's show. Let's get into the meat of it. So, cheating. First of all, let's define the terms. That's what I like to do. We want to know exactly what it is that we're talking about. So, cheating, right? Cheating, by definition, is someone who is in a committed relationship and breaks the trust of their partner by getting physically or, now this is important here, y'all, emotionally involved with another person. So that doesn't necessarily mean, just that you're having physical relations with that person, meaning, you're having sex with that person. If you are in an emotional connection, you have an emotional connection where you're emotionally involved with somebody and your partner or partners doesn't know about it, yeah, you're cheating. All right, it's as simple as that. Now, obviously, the reason why cheating is in the media, in the news nowadays, is because your boy Derek Jackson. He's one of the more high-profile dudes that's doing his thing, and whether you agree with him or disagree with him, the hypocrisy is really the issue when it comes to him, because he's been preaching for a while, men, you guys shouldn't be cheating on your women and blah, blah, blah. And here it is. This dude has been just basically doing the same thing. So, of course, people are not just getting onto him because of him cheating with his woman, his wife, but because the hypocritical aspect of it. So that's one thing, all right? But keep in mind, Derek Jackson is one of several high-profile people that have been involved in cheating, okay? Several people. Let's go all the way down. Let's start with Beyonce and Jay-Z, Tiger Woods and his wife, Ellen Nordland, Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. Who hasn't cheated with a Kardashian? Good Lord. Cardi B and Offset, Kevin Hart and his wife, Nico Parrish, Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. The list goes on as far as celebrities who have been involved in some kind of cheating scandal or not. All right. But now let's don't think I like that. Anyway, I see what you're doing there, but I don't think I care for that. Yeah. So now, once you get caught cheating, staying with your partner, that's a whole different ballgame. There are plenty of people that cheat. However, most people actually do end up staying with their partner after cheating. You think that, I ain't gonna tolerate that, I'm gone, but it's quite the opposite. After cheating, not necessarily, on the public level with a celebrity or high profile person, but just everyday people like you and I, most people actually stay with their partner after they're cheating because, you have a relationship, you have kids, it's real life stuff. Now, with counseling, with, therapy, it's not easy to rebuild that bond of trust, but most people end up staying with their partner after they've been caught cheating. So that's going to be one of the questions that I'm going to ask y'all tonight. If you and your significant other were caught up, would you stay with them? That's something I really want y'all to know. As always, hit me in the comment section or, either on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know. So it's popular for people to say that they'll leave, But like I said, most people will stick around and say, hey, they may not like you, but damn it, more than likely they'll stay and work it out. So the people who have stayed together, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce, they worked it out. Cardi B and Offset. And y'all know, what did that fool Offset? He came up on the stage when she was performing and, was begging for her, gave her some flowers, all kinds of stupid stuff. That dude actually fought to get his wife back. I ain't really mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Kevin Hart, he stayed with his wife, or she stayed with him, I should say. And Will Smith, he stayed through that whole entanglement that Jada Pinkett Smith was having. That's a whole nother, I don't know. They have a whole different kind of relationship, though. But the bottom line is that they stayed together. Now, there are other people who, cheated and ended up moving on with the person that they cheated with. One of the main, basically a home wrecker. You know what I'm saying? You have a man, a woman in this particular case, they were married, and then the man started cheating with a third party, and he ended up, moving on with the person that he cheated with. Alicia in the Facebook comments said that Will Smith was cheating too. Huh. Okay. I did not know that Will was cheating. Sorry about that. I did not know that Will was in there as well. Okay. So, but Will Smith, I guess he was cheating as well, which makes it even that much. It's like that's a whole different dynamic as far as who was cheating with who on that one. But one of the main ones that I know about is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I did not know that, with Will, but I do know that Brad Pitt, I think he was with Jennifer Aniston at the time, and then he ended up leaving her and going to Angelina Jolie. So a lot of, people have ended up moving on and going with the person that they cheated with, but that opens up a whole set of doors. How can you trust the person? Because you know what to say. How you got with that person is how you're going to lose that person. That's the old wives' tale, right? And if he ended up staying with her or getting with her that way, then that just leaves the door open for the next person to come along and say, hey, I think I want this person, want your dude too. I don't know. That's a lot of times, and this is something that I just don't agree with. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I don't believe in you clearing your conscience and telling the person that you cheated with or cheated on that, hey, I cheated and I had a relation. I'm sorry. If you think you should, let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with y'all about that. But me, I'm like, yo, unless I am caught and there's videotape with my social security number, DNA, my passport, and 5 camera angles saying that, hey, I see you. I'm not going to tell you because I'm feeling guilty. If my significant other does not know that I'm cheating, I'm not going to tell her. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay. Because for me, here are my reasons why. I feel like it's low-key manipulation. And here's one reason for that is you're trying to make the other person leave. Okay? What you're trying to do is you're trying to be assholish enough to make that other person leave. That's one. And then also, I feel like you're using that if they stay, you're using that as a tool to use against them in the future. Because now it's a couple things. It's like every time they do something or you do something, then it's like you're saying to that person, hey, every time you accuse me of doing something, I'm not even doing nothing. And if every time I go out, you're going to say something, man, that's not fair. So now what you're doing is you know what I'm saying? It's just like my man Juan Molina said in the comment section. The whole point of cheating is doing it behind their back. Yeah, pretty much. Kind of defeats the purpose if you just tell them about it. I'm not, don't get me wrong, y'all. I am not advocating for cheating. I'm not saying for you to go out there and cheat. I'm not saying for you to go out there and do any of those things. Okay? I'm not saying that. By no means am I saying, hey, go out there, do dirt, do whatever. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there's no reason for you to tell that person if they don't know. That's what I'm saying. What they don't know won't hurt you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you're cheating, do your cheating. Just don't go out there and tell that other person. There's no need to. There's no need to. Okay? I'm sorry. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know. I just don't think so. All right? Now, there are different types of cheating. We all know this. You got lies of omission, and I'll be honest with you, you got different things as well when it comes to flirting. That, in a way is a... You may agree or disagree, but I believe that flirting is low-key cheating, okay? Now, if you have a Facebook account, if you got an Instagram account, and some dude is all up in your DMs, and, y'all are keying and all, yeah. If your significant other was to have a problem with that, when they consider that to be cheating? Just saying. Now, this is where we're going to probably get into it. Just like anything. Just like anything else. I get it. Obviously, Larry in the Facebook, he disagrees with me. All right, fine. I'm just saying. With anything else in life, there are rules. If you're into football, there are rules there. There are also rules when it comes to, sir, flirting can be low-key cheating. We're going to get into that. There are rules when it comes to cheating, okay? Because like in certain other cultures, I mean, they, instead of it being called whatever, they call them mistresses. They call them lovers. And here in America, it's frowned upon, if you will. But there are rules to, over there, it's understood. There are certain rules I think that you should have to have if you're going to be cheating. Number one, no outside kids. If you're going to cheat, you better wrap that thing up. You better put some saran wrap in that thing. Whatever you got to do to make sure that there are no outside kids. All right? Number two, no diseases. See rule one, wrap that thing up. I don't care if you got to get some aluminum foil. Whatever you got to do to make sure no diseases. Number three, don't embarrass your partner. If you're going to get out there and step out and do whatever, do not do it with a messy ass person that's going to come knocking on your front door or start making messy ass posts or doing dumb stuff to disrupt your partner. Okay? And number four, don't disrupt the family money. If you're going to step out and do what you got to do, if you're going to do that, then you want to make sure that that person doesn't, you're not messing up the money. You're not out there going and spending family money, taking your, the mistress out on trips and now bills are not getting paid and, the lights getting cut off. Nah. To me, those are four simple rules. If you're going to do it, if you're going to step out, do it right. That's another good one. That is Alicia just had a great comment. Don't dog your wife out to the mistress. Because that actually now, that goes back to what we were just talking about, where that person that you're cheating with thinks now they can come in and take your significant other's place. So if you're going to do your dirt, if you're going to do that, if you follow those simple rules, life would be a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. Once again, I'm not advocating cheating. I'm not saying, hey, get out there and do whatever you got to do and all this other stupid stuff. I am not saying that. I am in no means saying that. All I'm saying is that stuff happens, right? You may fall for another person. You may have a connection with another person, whatever the case may be. However, stuff happens. Now, the reason why you cheat, that's been a topic of conversation, that men cheat because they're not being fed at home and women cheat because they don't have the emotional connection. I don't necessarily believe in that, because one of the reasons why I think that for a lot of dudes, they like basically another notch on the bedpost. It's like, you know what? I can get that. Let me holler at her, whatever the case may be. For women, it's the same thing. They have desires just like anybody else. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I want to hear y'all's. If you want to join the conversation on Facebook, I'm dropping the link there. All you got to do is click that link. If you want to join the chat, or if you want to join the conversation and you want to talk to me one-on-one, if you're on Facebook, click that link. It'll put you in the waiting room and we can have a conversation. If you want to hit me on Instagram, just ask to join the live and we can talk there as well. Let's see. Any excuse, that's what Juan Molina in Facebook says. Any excuse given for cheating is absolute BS. Yeah. True. So true. I mean, you cannot excuse the inexcusable. And he's 100% right. I mean, let's go right back to the very definition of cheating. All right? Got all my notes here. What the hell that is. So if we define cheating as a cheater, I should say, is someone who steps out of a committed relationship and breaks the trust of their partner by getting physically or emotionally involved with another person. How can you, there's no excuse for that. So you're 100% right. There is no excuse for cheating. No matter what. And any excuse that you give for cheating, you're basically then putting the onus on your partner by saying, you made me cheat. So that in and of itself. So we got one that wants to join the conversation. All right. Black men don't cheat. You damn right we don't cheat. What's going on, sir? So, I know that we're having a couple audio issues. We're working on it. But if you want to join the conversation either on Instagram or on Facebook, we are still trying. We're still at it. So, I know that we're having a couple audio issues. We're working on it. But if you want to join the conversation, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to a quick intermission while we work through it. Oh. All right, for those of y'all that were live on Instagram, y'all heard all of that. We're trying to work through this, man. We are learning. We are learning. This is some new stuff for us. We're doing some different stuff. So we're going to keep going. Now, okay. One of the things that we were just saying, if you want to join the conversation on Facebook, I just put the link up. Just ask, and if you want to join us on Instagram, you can jump over there as well. Now, my man, Black Men Don't Cheat. He raised some really good points, y'all. Flirting is not cheating. I wholeheartedly agree with that, okay? Flirting is not cheating. Flirting is just that, flirting. I mean, there's, quite honestly, I mean, as cute as I look, I like flirting. I mean, or like somebody flirt at me like, hey, Chris, you're kind of cute. I'm like, hey, thank you. Or especially this Aries season, oh, flirt on. However, there's a fine line between the two. And that's what we were talking about. It's like, okay, if you know that you're taking it beyond that point, and we all know that point, where, like I said, if you got to delete certain messages, if you got to do this, if you got to move shady, then you're cheating. I hate to say it. You may not like it, you may hurt your feelings, but it is what it is at that point. You are cheating. Flirting is definitely not cheating. Yeah, you're right. Tantra, thank you for joining the show. I want to talk to you because I know that with some of the stuff you've done, I'm sure you've had a lot of people that come at you. Please join the conversation. I just dropped the link in there. Let me talk to you about it. Anyway, Michelle wants to join us on Instagram. Oh, that hair is popping. And of course, we're having audio problems. Ooh, you gotta love it. On Instagram. Hey, what's going on, lady? How are you? Hey, Danielle. Thank you for joining the show. Michelle, what you got? On the conversation tonight,
Hello.
Michelle. Thank you for joining the show. Michelle, what you got? On the conversation tonight, we are talking about cheating. We're having some connection issues with Michelle. Not sure why, but I am going to bounce her until we can get that squared away. Yeah. I'm dropping the link in the comment section. Just click that link. It'll give you a setup. Make sure that your camera's on. Make sure that your audio's set up, and we can pull you into the conversation. Switch back. And if you want to join us on Instagram, all you got. Okay. Not sure what just happened with Michelle. Once again, y'all, the conversation tonight, the topic of tonight's show is we are talking about cheating. If you want to join us in Facebook, I'm dropping the link in the comment section. Just click that link. It'll give you a setup. Make sure that your camera's on. Make sure that your audio's set up, and we can pull you into the conversation. And if you want to join us on Instagram, all you got to do is just send us a link. Just ask to join the live, and I will bring you in as well. We are talking about cheating. A lot of people, what up, Dana? Thank you for joining the Instagram live chat. Let's define the terms one more time. Cheating or a cheater. This isn't necessarily cheating. Cheating is when you are in a committed relationship and you break the trust of your partner by getting physically or emotionally involved with another person. That's the definition of cheating. All right. Now, one of the things that I talked about, the 4 rules that I have for cheating, and Alicia also added the comment, don't dog your wife out or don't dog your spouse out to the other person. All right. So you don't dog out your mistress. You don't no outside kids, no diseases, don't embarrass your partner. Do not disrupt family money, meaning you are not going to take your mistress out on some extravagant trip and then the lights get cut off. Don't do it. The main issue, I think, that with Derek Jackson's case, which is really and truly what got cheating back on the stage again, because you remember for a while there we were talking about entanglements and all this other stuff when it came to Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith and their marriage. With Derek Jackson, it was a hypocrisy. This dude, I personally like some of the things that he was saying because two wrongs really don't, two rights. What's the right? Two wrongs don't make a right. But in his case, he was telling dudes, hey, y'all shouldn't be cheating, this, that, and the third. And guess what? He's right. You shouldn't. However, what he was then doing was cheating himself. That's just 100% pure hypocrisy. You cannot do that. If you're going to tell people not to cheat, then damn it, you shouldn't be cheating yourself. Okay? It's simple as that. With Will and Jada, it was obviously something a whole lot different when it comes to that, because with them, like Alicia just said in the comment section, Will was doing his thing, Jada was doing her thing. And I think at the time, weren't they separated for whatever reason? But I think that the issue that came up with them was that when they got back together, they stayed together. I don't remember the specifics of their situation. That was a whole just BS to me, but I'm just saying, it's private. Do your thing. So, have you ever been cheated on? If you have, put a 1 in the comment section, both in Facebook and Instagram. If you've ever been cheated on, put a 1 in the comment section. Since my polls are acting up, let me see who all's been cheated on. If you have been in a relationship, a committed relationship, I ain't talking about no high school stuff. As an adult, if you've been cheated on before in your relationship, put a 1 in the comment section. Let me see something. I'm trying to see something here. All right. Okay, let me ask this question. Have you ever cheated? Ha! Have you? Oh, okay. Jessie B on Instagram says she's been cheated on. David Westbrook says he's okay. All right, Michelle wants to join the conversation in Facebook. Hold on 1 second, Michelle. Let me bring you in. And she's gone. Okay, disregard. All right, let me ask this question. What up, Lil Quan? Thanks for joining the conversation, y'all. All right, Michelle, we're going to go live with you on Instagram. Let's see if we got a better signal here. Hold on. There you go.
Hey.
That's a much, well, it was a better connection. You probably better off.
Howdy.
Hey, I hear a lot of barking dogs back there.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I'm out in the backyard of my friend's house.
You better be careful because that pollen is something serious. I was trying to walk back to the car and the pollen beat me up and stole my wallet. So this pollen is no joke out here. All right, so tonight's conversation is cheating. Let me know what you got.
All right, so I look at cheating from one of two ways. You
Instagram.
can be cheated on, or you can be the
Hey, the barking
Sorry
dogs
about
back there.
that. Yeah, I'm out in the backyard of my friend's house. Her dog's
You
not-
better be careful.
Sorry.
Pollen is serious. I'm trying to walk back
Yeah,
to the car
pollen-
up and stole my wallet. So pollen is no joke out here. All right, so tonight's conversation is cheating. Let me know what you got.
All right, so I look at cheating from one of two ways. You can be cheated on, or you can be the cheater. Yeah.
The cheater is the one that's actively participating in.
So you could be the cheatee or the cheater.
Exactly.
And as you mentioned a lot of this stuff, I think back to Derek Jackson and his situation, but not just him, all of the comments about Derek Jackson and his situation, such as, what's her name? Roel Courtney, blah, blah, blah. She has the wife school. Most women would know who she is. Her name is like Roel Courtney or Roel. It's some dumb shit. She hosts wife school. And basically, her take on the whole Derek Jackson thing was, it's all his wife's fault. Right.
So his wife had a, what's the name? Geppetto, and she was controlling his Derek Jackson's penis to make it. Is that how that works?
Basically, that's her theory. If you are a better person, you would not get cheated on. If you were a better woman, a better wife, a better mother, you would not have gotten cheated on, because there are steps that you can put in place to make sure you don't get cheated on. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Beyonce got cheated on. I think that a cheater is a cheater is a cheater. But I also think that people get caught up in some shit sometimes. Like the best of us get caught up in inappropriate relationships from time to time. And judging one party versus the next doesn't help anything. Like, you have to look at each situation case by case. But in the same token, if you know that this man has cheated on umpteen other women, or this woman has cheated on umpteen other men, and you lay with that person, you should kind of, be aware and be understanding of that's what you're gonna, expect. However, to place blame on the other party and just say, Derek Jackson's wife, you weren't doing what you needed to do, so therefore you got cheated on, I think that's bullshit. But
I've heard the theory before that if you don't feed your significant other, then if you're hungry, you're going to go looking to eat.
True.
That's what he said. But what I heard is just and to a certain extent, I believe that. However,
I do as well.
Because somebody puts feces on your plate doesn't mean that you're going to eat. So we all have free will, and we all as adults can make decisions. And if you're going to go out there and cheat, regardless, especially in Derek Jackson's case, even if that worked, even if it worked for that, he, as a grown man, especially with his platform and his notoriety and everything that he has on the line, if he was to go out there and do that, he's a fool. And it's got nothing to do with his wife or what she is or isn't doing.
But
and what you're doing is a misplaced thing.
like there have been so many memes about this woman. There have been so many jokes about this woman. Hell, I've laughed at several of them. But at the end of the day, this man was found out to be who he was, and apparently she's known about this, for a while. So I don't typically get into like married people problems, but in the same token, Derek Jackson is a little bit different of a case, and I feel like some people are still trying to shift the narrative somehow so that their idol, their whatever, doesn't look as guilty. And it's like, no, like he did a fucked up thing. He has taken accountability for it. That's like the first step in the shit. He's done some shit that is a little weird to me, a lot weird to me. But in the same token, at no point is it his wife's fault. Now, is she a little cuckoo? Yeah, she is.
Is she though?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
She's like a hair, just something ain't right. But in the same token, I can't blame her for his infidelities.
At all. At all.
I want to actually bring up another point with, you were talking about, is flirting cheating or not? You're talking about that with Juan?
Black men
yes
don't
no.
cheat. Yes.
Black men do cheat. But yes and no.
How dare you, madam?
I'm going to just look at you.
Black men in the comment section, yes or no, do black men cheat?
And I'm going to look at all of them.
Please continue, madam.
What I was saying was, not only do black men cheat, not only do men in general cheat. I'm sorry, my dog got out and there's like a pit bull like over there.
Okay.
And I didn't notice that she got out. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Black men do cheat. That's number one. But going back to the flirting situation, flirting can be cheating depending on the parameters of your relationship. So if you're with someone and that person feels like flirting is cheating and they express that to you and you go against that, then yes, you're a cheater. Whether or not you suck your penis or put your vagina somebody else's penis, you have broken the confines of the parameters of your relationship. So that's cheating. I'm sorry.
That makes sense.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's just uncalled for. Yes. Okay, got a lot to unpack there. Michelle actually, she touched on a lot of things, y'all. And once again, if you want to join the conversation, if you want to talk to me directly on Instagram, just ask to join the live, because we are live on both Instagram and Facebook. If you want to join the conversation in Facebook, I posted the link there. And all you got to do is click the link and you can join the conversation there. Now, David Westbrook, he had a great comment right there. As you can see, I think you got to keep the spice up to keep from cheating. I agree and I disagree on that. And here's the reason why. It's not necessarily about you doing certain things to keep the spice, because quite honestly, you can do so many different things and still that person is going to cheat on you. However, if you are doing certain things, there's going to be less of an opportunity, I guess is the right word, for that person to cheat. Because, and it all boils down to communication. So hear me out. Hear me out before y'all start throwing them arrows and spears at me. Hear me out. If your partner, and it kind of touches on what Michelle just said in her comment, okay? Hey, Laquan, if you want to tell me about that you've been cheated on, ask to join my live, because I want to hear from a couple of my dudes out there. All right, because we all know black men don't cheat, and for you as a black man to be cheated on, we all weep for you, sir. We do. And we want to hear your story so we can commiserate in your pain That's all I'm saying. So back to the conversation. Michelle just talked about that. It boils down to communication. If you are if your spouse or your significant other says, "Hey, I don't like you doing this," or on the flip side, they're like, "Hey, I would like you to do this," they're telling you what it takes for them to be fed. Now, if you don't feed them, then the problem's on you. And this is kind of what Tantra is saying right here. She's like, spicy or not, stuff still happens. Okay, people who feel a certain way in her comment, it matters on that person. Some people aim to be something that they're not and feel trapped no matter what's at home. Or, and this is the key right here, and I agree with her 100%, they just want their cake and eat it too. Whether you agree, I can see that, because like I said, it goes back to the notch on the bedpost. It's like, yo, I'm driving on the street knowing damn well I'm married, got 4 kids, a dog, a cat, and 2 turtles. But yet and still, I see a fat donkey walking down the street. I hit the horn. She gives me that smile. I'm like, yeah, I can get that. So now it's all on my ego. So it's not even a matter of, my wife, she's doing, tricks, spinning off the ceiling fans, back flipping onto it. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. But because of me thinking that I want some fresh one or something fresher just to see if I can hit it. So it's got really nothing to do with the wife. It's all about me and saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to see if I can hit it. But I swear I love this conversation because there's so many different sides of it. If you aren't being fed, or in the case like what David's saying right here, you never send your dog out hungry. You know what I'm saying? If you are not being fed, then what you're doing is you're creating more of an opportunity for that person to cheat. If you let's use this. Let's just throw this example out there. You have a man and a woman. They're married, right? Been together a couple years. The dude doesn't feel appreciated. He goes to work every day. He does everything that he's supposed to do. However, he doesn't feel appreciated. She doesn't do whatever. I'm not blaming her. She's just not doing what it takes to make him feel fulfilled. He goes to work, and his work wife, on the other hand, is like, oh, you looking good. Oh, you got the new haircut, whatever. That, y'all, is a great impression of a woman, by the way. Your boy, thank you. Anyway, so, of course, the opportunity is going to present itself because his ego is now being stroked. Now, if he chooses to act on that, obviously that's on him. But what I'm saying is, if he was getting everything that he needed at home, there's less of an opportunity for anybody to infiltrate. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know as well. I personally am a firm believer in that, hey, if you're being fed, there's less opportunity for anybody to come in and take anybody's place. Hold on. But you know what? Don't worry. All right. That's just my 2 cents. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. I personally think that though, if you are being fed, nothing nobody can do or say is gonna take over. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Unless you have an ego deficiency and then you're just out there trying to get some new stuff just because you can. And then if that's the case, you need therapy. Simple as that. So let's go through the comment section and see what we got. Yeah, you got to keep the spice up to keep from going. My man Laquan over in Instagram, he said his experience would be a whole episode. It cannot be that bad, sir. But you know what? I'm glad that you're not in that situation anymore, because quite honestly, nobody deserves to be cheated on. Because like we were just talking about, it's not necessarily even the fact that person cheated on you. It's the fact that the bond of trust was broken. And that is the most difficult thing to rekindle, because y'all, is just like this piece of paper. Y'all know what it is. It's nice and smooth. Once you ball it up, that's trust. And even if you smooth this thing back out, it's still wrinkled up. It'll never be in the same condition as it once was. Now, that's not the same as if you rip it up. No matter what you do trying to put it back together, that's a whole different situation. However, it's just never going to be the same. Trust is something that once it's been ruined, you can't really get it back. But it can be repaired. And that's the most difficult thing when it comes to trust. And that right there is probably the main issues that we have when it comes to cheating. My bored out Larry just said, what he said, instead of you ripping it up, what if you just neatly fold it? Anyway, all right, y'all. We're going to call this show a wrap. I appreciate everybody that jumped in. Like I said, we're trying some new and different stuff each and every week. We're definitely always trying to improve each and every Markland Mondays that we do. You know, there are going to be some kinks along the way. We definitely appreciate you sticking with us and jumping in on these conversations. Thank you so much. This Friday, let me give y'all a heads up on a few things that we got going on. This Friday, Ready to Love, the TV show Ready to Love, it comes back on. As y'all know, I do you stupid. I do a review of that show each and every week. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is what I do, I should say, is I review the show after it comes on. But what I'm going to be doing this season is after the show goes off. What do you mean, no such thing? After the show goes off on Friday, I'm going to be doing a recap review show. So we're going to be talking about the show after the show goes off, and we're going to be talking about that. And it looks like we're not over yet. Hold on. Tantra. I feel for the most, they don't understand their urges and act on it in a dishonest way, and inside of them, monogamy doesn't feel normal. Ooh, that's going to be a show topic, y'all. We're going to be talking about monogamy. Not sure when, but we're going to have a show on monogamy. But anyway, back to Tantra's comment. They feel like the different experiences from different women doesn't mean he doesn't love her. He just broke trust because he was not honest about those feelings with her. Committed to monogamy, but not what he truly wants. Put a 1 in the comment section. Do y'all think that monogamy is natural? Put a 1 in the comment section if you think that monogamy is natural, especially for men. Yeah, you know what? Put a 2 if you think it isn't. Okay. Because here's the thing. I really don't think monogamy is natural. So we're going to have that conversation. Thank you for bringing up that point, Tantra. I appreciate that. Woo, you might have stirred up something with that one. I don't think we're going to end this show just yet. I don't think that monogamy in and of itself is natural. However, as human beings, more especially in this Western culture, we make decisions and act upon the vows that we take, and as adults doing the right thing. Okay? And when you get married to somebody, when you know, especially in a committed relationship, when you commit to that person, what you're then saying is, hey, even though I may have an urge, even though I may have a feeling, even though I may have an inclination, even though whatever the case may be, I am not going to stray away from the one that I love and the one that I've committed myself to. But we're not like, there are certain animals that, you know, they mate and they're just one person. For human beings, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I kind of wholeheartedly agree on that. You know, Tantra, many have been conditioned to monogamy because it's a Western norm. It really is. It really and truly is. You know, is it necessarily a natural condition? I don't think so. I really don't. Because how many cultures are there where a man may have 3 or 4 wives? Hell, even in the Bible, you know, it happens. I just think that, like I said, you make the vows, you make the commitment, and you honor those commitments. I'm a firm believer, you know, you're basically keeping your word. You said that you're going to stay with this one person, and that's what you do. Now, if you step outside of those bounds or do certain things, as long as you and your significant other have certain agreements, certain understandings, and you do certain things, then that's a whole different story in and of itself. Like I said, that's a Tantra. Thank you for bringing that up. We're really going to talk about monogamy in future episodes. But as I was saying in wrapping this particular show up, speaking of monogamy, your boy, I'm going to be getting married next weekend. So I'm definitely going to be going down the monogamous path. Well, to be clear, I'm already there. But, you know, that's one thing. Back to the Ready to Love show. I'm going to be doing a live show after that as well. And, of course, my reviews are going to be coming up. Book number 3, we're going to be dropping that. So we have a lot of things going on. Like I said, I know we're implementing new things each and every week. And we're definitely, you know, every week you're going to see us doing new things. And we're also going to be moving the platform over to YouTube as well. So please, and especially if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you share, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. Make sure if you're following me on Instagram, follow me on, what is this one? Facebook. Lord knows we got stuff all over the place. I'm the Matrix. All right. And once again, y'all, this week's drink is the Captain Morgan's, the Captain's Cream Soda. All right. It's Captain Morgan's rum and Sprite. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me in this conversation. We had a good one. I definitely appreciate all of y'all chiming in. Thank y'all so much. We are definitely going to be doing it. I'm not sure if we're going to do it next weekend because, like I said, your boy's getting married. Your boy's getting hitched. Next week, I'm going to have that thing on the finger. I'm so excited, y'all. Looking forward to it. Once again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. We are out. Y'all have a good one. Stay determined, y'all.